Hello friends, welcome to the Cool Vedas. That's Veda School. Today, let's see the story of the birth of Satyavati. As King Vasu was coursing the sky in his flying chariot, he saw the beautiful river Suktimati, which flowed through his capital, being forcefully embraced by Kolahala, a mountain maddened by lust. Enraged at the sight, Vasu stamped the mountain with all his might. Through the dent created by Vasu's legs, Shuktimati was freed from the mountain's embrace. But Shuktimati had got two children from Kolahala. She handed over the children, a boy and a girl, to the king Vasu, and she flowed towards the sea. The boy was made the general of his army by the king, and the girl, Girika, was taken by Vasu as his bride. Thus, Vasu and Girika entered marital life. One day, as Girika approached Vasu during her fertile period, Vasu was suddenly called upon by his Pitras, who asked him to slay a deer for their Shraddha. Vasu, however, thinking that the command of his ancestors, his Pitras, should not be disobeyed, went on to hunt for a deer. But his heart was filled with the thought of his beautiful bride. It was the Vasantakala. The forest was a vision to behold. The forest looked like the garden of the king of Gandharvas. There was Ashokas, Champakas, Chandanas, and similar beautiful trees which filled the air with the sweet scent of its flowers and fruits. The whole forest was resonating with the beautiful voices of kokilas and other sweet singing birds. All this made the king's heart fill with desire, but his bride was nowhere near him. Soon he saw a beautiful Ashoka tree with its thick foliage. He sat in its shade for a rest. Sitting in the cool shade of Ashoka tree, the king was lost in his beautiful wife's thoughts when his eyes fell on a hawk resting near him. The king, who was very acquainted with the rules of Dharma and Artha, went to the hawk and said, "O heavenly bird, can you please take this bija of mine to my bride? She is in her fertile period now." The hawk agreed and took the bija in its claws. As it soared the sky with the king's seeds, another hawk saw this bird flying with something in its claws. Mistaking it to be food, the other hawk attacked it. A fight took place between the two birds, and in the fight, the hawk dropped the king's seeds from his claws, which fell down to the waters of Yamuna Nadi. In the waters of Yamuna Nadi, there lived an Apsara by name Adrika, who was transformed to a fish by a Brahmana's curse. It quickly swam to this and swallowed Vasu's bija at once. After many days, this same fish was caught by few fishermen. As the fishermen cut open its belly, out came two human children. The Apsara was thus freed from the Brahmana's curse, and she took back her real form of Apsara and returned to the Devaloka. The fishermen, however, were very surprised, and they quickly took the two human children they got from the fish's belly and went to their king, that is, King Vasu, the Uparichara. The king of Chedi kept the boy, who grew up to be a virtuous and truthful monarch named Matsya, while the girl was given to the fisherman by the king, saying, Take care of her as your own daughter, O fisherman. This girl, born to the Apsara Adrika in her fish form and the king Uparichara, came to be known as Satyavati. This girl, who smelled of fish, helped her father by helping people cross the waters of Yamuna in her boat. Now, let's see how Satyavati plays a pivotal role in the history of Mahabharata. Let's find out the stories. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel for more Mahabharata stories. Do not forget to press the bell icon. Thank you. Namaste.